Well, what about you? Wee Suzuki 2009, I think it is. Don't know what year it is, to be honest with you. This is a Suzuki Swift SZ3, whatever that is, and she's on the ramp, do a handbrake job, and there's a load of movement in the front steering. So car's up in the air, we'll get you down. Oh, look at that suspension. So there's your problem, lady. Where have you heard that before? Right, first thing, get this pinch ball out. Let's see if this is going to come out without giving us too much grief. So, 14 on the back. On the back side, it's just getting the nut off. That's easy bit. So that's a wee 14mm nuts in that side. So we'll see if this is going to move for us. These things can be seized in pretty bad, so I'll just change my socket, I think. Don't put an extended socket on that, so it just wobbles about. Oh, there's a bit of movement. That's not so bad. We'll get a bit of Panther juice on the go here. Get it into the gap. I don't know where that gets in there or not, but every little helps, as they say. So we just want to back and forward this baby, because the last thing you want to do is snap that. Right, that's not too bad. Right, we'll free this baby up with a bit of electric. Turn a little bit. Lovely. Nice. I like that. So, let's see if we can tease her out now. Let me see. Put something in the back of this. There we go. We push from the back side, and we'll get a spun out. And that's us. Wasn't too bad then. Okay, we'll have our third hand suspension tool on there. So that's chained to the wishbone there. There's a wee bit of tension on it. So we're going to use that to pop this joint out. It'll assist us pop this joint out, hopefully. Tight. It's starting to come. Now I've turned her full up. Put a wee chisel in there. That'll help us. That'll help the situation, hopefully. So I'm getting about half a turn on the suspension to it. We just tease her out bit by bit. It's starting to come. We chisel. Don't know what it made much difference or not, but it's starting to come now. Right, that looks good, starting to get there. Okay, so we can see what we're looking at now. Okay, so with our strut tied to the ramp there, with a decent cord, so tied the leg guards tied back, so that gives us more than enough clearance. The anti-roll bar is still attached to the strut, so that's pretty full there. It's full lock to the left, and just pull the tie lock cord there, so that's enough clearance for us there. So we'll get down here, we'll have a look at this. Right, there we go, give this a wee bit of get that crud out of the way. Yep, this is completely shagged out, so there's people wee clip on these. Here, we'll get this boot off. First of all, come on, yeah, fuck. There we go. All that crap in there. Yuck. So, completely dried out, water out, everything you can think of. So, this is going to come out that way. It's going to come out by the bottom. And see a circlip on it. A lot of times there's a circlip in these. And after we've cleaned her up a wee bit, there is indeed a circlip on it, so we'll just get that. There she is, spinning her head. So it's as well, we found that, and as well we need to look for it. So let's see if I can get this baby out. There we go. One circlip. Ready to pop. So we need to find an appropriate receiver cup. This is a receiver cup out of a ball joint bearing press kit. So they go up in increments of 2mm, and just find one that fits over that. So here's a wee trade secret for how to press these out. We're going to use one of these C clamps. I'm sure you've seen one of these before. And the hole on the top of it there, and so as a way I do it, we get a hub nut, an old hub nut. It's not off this car, just stick it over the top of it, and let's see if we can set this up here. Just set that on that, put a receiver cup on, get her wound up. Plenty of CV joint grease on the threads. That's the proper grease you use for a forcing screw. So we just need to centralise this a bit, and we'll see how it goes. Give her a go. There we are. Near fell out of it. And knocked the camera a bit too. So that onto that, and that just pushed her out. So at with the washer on it there, gives a good purchase onto the top of the ball joint. So that is really bad. Look at that. So right, got another one. Aftermarket make. FAI. Like their stuff, pretty good. We get a new one, and not that expensive either. Get a new circlip with it. So the thing about doing this wee job is our C clamp. It's only a certain width. So whenever we put our cup on the end of that, we haven't got this length here. So this is where having a number of adapters comes into it. I have this one here. It's out of another kit actually, and that will nicely fit in for us there. So our head of our C clamp will go over the top of that. So if we offer that into there, I'll put that nicely over it like that. And then to keep this distance sort of down, I'm just gonna press it in a socket. So you don't want to press it from the center, because you're gonna actually try and push the ball joint out of itself. So you're gonna end up racking it. So you need to press it out with that. So this one here, 32mm socket here, seems to fit okay. So we'll get that set up on here. You sort of need 2 hands to do this, 3 hands to do this, almost. Oh, seriously. So we get this jammed into place. There we go. And have it nice as straight looking as we can. There we go. Lovely jelly. So I'll get our wee snap ring. We need a wee pair of circlip pliers for that. Right, these wee pair of circlip pliers should do this alright. We're not really big enough, but should do the job. Close, but no cigar. Look at this. Okay, looks pretty good. Right, so we just need to release our strut here now. From our tied up position. And then these new ball joints are quite stiff, so sometimes this can be tricky. I'm just going to turn the steering wheel straight. Right, so I'm going to release our suspension tool. That's going to bring it up nicely in position for us. this now. Right, I'll just give her a bit of a wheel there. She popped up in there a wee bit herself. And I'm using a dead blue rubber mallet. Nice. So we want to get the indent in the ball joint lined up with the bolt hole. So I'll have to get a wee look through it here. So it doesn't look too bad, actually, if I look through the hole. So it's just shy flush there. And if I can get the angle right in the light, you can see that bolt will go straight in. So I'm happy with that. Right, so let's see, bolt in. There we go, just in with my finger. That is easy as. And we'll get her threaded on the back side. Washer on the nut side. And right, so washer on the nut side and this, and I'll just hold it 14mm ring spanner. Pinch her up. Right, don't need to swing on this bolt, you can strip this very easy. It's more than enough there. So for the torque police, no idea what torque that is, but tight's tight, as they say. Everybody's tight is different, but do this sort of work, everybody, you get used to it. Okay, that's caliper on, disc bag on, carrier bracket bag on, wheel bag on. So we'll give her a wee bit of a movement there. So that has cured that problem. That ball joint was hanging out of it, big style. So there we go, guys. That's a wee quickie. Didn't take too long. Just over an hour probably. So we'll get the rest of this car. I had to do a handbrake job on it as well, so we'll get the back wheels back on it again. And time for a bite of lunch. So on to the next one. Onwards and upwards, as I say, and all the best. Hope it gives you a few ideas. We see clamp there. You do need a few adapters now. You can't just you can maybe get away with sockets and stuff like that, but I don't find that they work too well. So all the best. Thanks very much for watching. Check out the other videos on the channel, and for all this type of stuff, bit of a mixed bag of mechanical, electrical, electronic. So all the best. Thanks very much, and bye bye.